There is a category on Etsy that has been selling like hotcakes, and in fact, it's been earning sellers over 5 figures of profit in the past few months, even in the past few years on Etsy, that I don't think enough people are talking about, that I had to make a video on this and I had to make a tutorial on how to create listings for this market and product type and category. So with that being said, we're gonna get on my laptop. I'm gonna share what this category is and how I would personally create a listing for this market and for this product type. This product type can be a digital product and it can be a print-on-demand product. So anyone who's watching that's a digital seller or print-on-demand seller, this video is for you. And if you want to combine both, you can. And we're gonna show how to do that today in this tutorial. With that being said, if you are new to my channel, my name is Heather. I'm a multi-six-figure Etsy seller. And on this channel, I teach how to start, grow, and scale a Etsy business with the use of print on demand. And as this year goes by, I'm actually going to tap a little bit more into digital items as well. So if you want to learn more or see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like the video to share it to more people on YouTube. Besides that, we're going to go on my laptop and get into this tutorial. So as I'm on my laptop now, I did want to show that the home and living category. So first of all, decor is a huge product category on Etsy that just sells all year round. And what's really nice is you can tap into seasonal niches and decor products as well through print on demand or digital products. Now, that product category that we are talking about today is simply just selling printed wall art or just prints. So you can sell digital prints on your Etsy shop, which makes this a digital product slash a print-on-demand product, which is really exciting because if we look at the market need with the Chrome extension Everbee that I like to use just to show the market demand, one of the reasons why in every video that I make, when you see the big numbers on these videos that I'm stating this product category is making X, Y, and Z, the reason why I'm showing this is because a lot of people in the comment section on these videos say, Heather, I want proof. Like, is it worth my while to go into this product? Is it worth my while to go into this niche? And the answer is in these numbers. And I can't say that enough, but like for me, when I began on Etsy with print on demand, the one thing that inspired me the most was to see real sellers who started a few months ago making 5 figures or making 4 figures or just making a few $100s. Seeing that market need and proof is something that has always inspired me. And that's what I try to do on this channel is show the big numbers because people are actually making this. It's not made up. This is real statistics pulled from my Everbee Chrome extension, and you can use other tools as well. But Everbee is one extension I like to use to see the market need, to see what is actually selling for the sellers in certain product categories. So when we're looking at the home and living category, if we're looking at the products that are really selling right now, and some of the top sellers and best sellers on the page that I'm looking at right now are actually wall art prints, which are digital products that people can buy for digital download and they can print at home. Or they can get framed prints that are usually either the seller is a handmade seller and they will create that framed piece and send it, ship it out, or you can create it with print on demand as well, which is a really cool thing that we can combine in our Etsy listings. So we have a print on demand listing slash digital listing, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So if I type in wall art, and it will populate and you will see a orange little bee that is my Everbee Chrome extension that is populating how many monthly searches there are for wall art. So right now there is over 8,000 monthly searches just for wall art. Wall art prints has over 6,000. Wall art living room has over 2,000. So if I just look at wall art, and I'm going to pull the data from just the wall art category. So if I tab to the left-hand side of my screen with my Everbee Chrome extension, which by the way, you can get in the links in the description below, if I click on product analytics, one thing that I like to do is I like to search entire database. So I'm going to click on search entire database, and it is going to populate all of the listings that are 26 million listings on the wall art category here. And then what I like to do is I like to tab on the total sale volumes so we can see what is top ranking in the analytics for 26 million listings. As we can see, a lot of these wall art sellers are actually selling over 5 figures. And when I click into a lot of these listings, most of these are actually digital products. They are just selling the digital download for this wall art. Now, again, I'm blurring out a lot on my screen. I'm just going to explain what I'm seeing because this is just insane to me. So if you look with this listing, this is a simple pet portrait print listing. And this seller's selling this product for over $9.99 just for a digital download. So, and that is only one pet for their pet portrait. So just to give you a feel of this listing is making the seller over $10,000 a month. And with that being said, guys, that's over 1,000 monthly sales. And when we're talking about digital shops, a lot of the times with these digital shops, this is just a digital listing. What's being taken out of these listings as far as fees go is usually the Etsy transaction fee. You have an Etsy processing fee. So that might knock down a few $1,000s. But to say the least, we're seeing a lot of these listings having over 5 figures of revenue. As I'm scrolling down this list, it is so inspiring to see that there are multiple sellers who are selling their products and making a monthly revenue of over $10,000 again with personalized wall art. They're prints, and again, this is just prints. Some of these can be wall art. And when we're looking at this, I do want to say this is estimated monthly revenue per the Everbee Chrome extension tool. So they could be making a little bit more, they could be making a little bit less. But as far as I'm seeing, this is an average of about 10,000, 5 figures of profit that some of these sellers are making. I am just going to tab monthly revenue. So, wow, this is insane. So we have a few sellers who are selling just prints and canvas wall art. That again, canvas wall art you can create with print-on-demand services. There are canvas wraps that I'll go over in a little bit in this video of products you can create with print-on-demand. But there are canvas wall art that you can sell with print-on-demand, and specifically the company Printify, which I like to talk about a lot on this channel because they have some of the lowest production fees as far as print-on-demand goes. There is a family bouquet print and canvas wall art that is going for $49,588 per month this seller is making. If we look into this listing is 2 months old. It's already had 2,879 sales, guys. That is insane. And this is a digital download and also a canvas wall art piece. So factor that into what you can sell and how early you can create something and see a return on investment of your time and money to pay for that listing, which is, it's 20 cents per listing fee, right? So that is just really inspiring to see. I mean, that excites me as someone who's sold on Etsy for a while. We also have another print here that's making a seller $30,000 a month. Now, I will say a lot of these listings making over $30,000 and $40,000 are birth flower personalization prints. So that is something to note, is a lot of these that are doing really well on Etsy are personalized, but they go a long way as far as how many sales that these listings have gotten. And again, we have another listing that's been up for 2 months. It has a estimated monthly revenue of $30,774. Again, that could be factoring in that this seller is print on demand, they're handmade, or maybe they're selling digital. That's 2,000 sales in 2 months, guys. That I am like mind blown looking at these. I am so inspired and I am so like mind blown by how much these listings are making. Wow. We have another listing that's just a Christmas tree art print. And again, how long has this listing been up? It's been up for 3 months, and it's in the top 20 listings out of 26 million listings. So if you may be sitting here and thinking, Heather, I think that the market is saturated on Etsy. I don't think that you can get into this market on Etsy. This is proof that you can create a listing in this year alone, and you can still rise up and climb up in the Etsy algorithm if you have a listing that's doing really well. So basically, I think this is enough for our market research. We see that there is a market need, that we can create listings that can sell on repeat in this market, and I have a good feel for what's selling and what I think would be really great to create on our Etsy shops. So when I'm on Printify, if I go to the catalog and I look at home and living, we can go down to Canvas and see what Printify offers as far as products go. So there are canvas gallery wraps, which is one of the best sellers that we saw on Etsy earlier. I know the screen was blurred out, that you probably couldn't see it, but this was a canvas gallery wrap. And as we could see, we have the bestseller little icon and badge at the top left of these products on Printify. So that indicates to us that that's actually a really huge seller for even Printify. So this might be a possible product that these shops are selling, and that might be causing them to get so many sales because it is a high quality product. So the print provider that offers this product, there is Sanseria, that has a production fee of $9.19 without Printify Premium, or $7.08 with Printify Premium. Now there is also the second seller, which is John Doe, and John Doe is $13.04, or with Printify Premium is $10.04. Now I would factor in the shipping. So shipping is about $6 for either. So that's something to think about. And for this type of product, I would charge for shipping. So I would not offer free shipping, or what I would do is I would possibly up my price a little bit to consider that shipping might be higher based on these canvases if we add them to our shops. Now, the other product that I did want to share in this video that I think would be really great is if we type in framed on Printify. It is not in the canvas section, but it is in the framed search. So if we look, there is a lot of vertical framed posters, which are really nice. And one poster that I really, really love right now is the posters with wooden frame by Poster Flow. Poster Flow, their pricing is fairly good for this market. I would sell these posters for about $29.99. So Printify Premium price is $14.76. Without Printify Premium's $19.16. So for me personally, as a seller, I would sell this for $29.99. And for shipping, I would not offer free shipping. That's just me personally what I would do. And oops, I totally tapped that mic. But they offer 3 different colors. They offer a white frame, a natural wood frame, and a black frame, which I think is just really beautiful for these types of wall art pieces. So with that being said, I do want to design with this poster today, and I would like to create a vertical poster. That's what I'm seeing trending all across Etsy right now as far as decor goes. So with that being said, I'm going to deselect all of the frames, and what I want to do, I really like the natural wood frame, so I want to do the vertical version. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit to the 8.3 by 11.7, which is the vertical frame. Now they offer a matte, they offer a satin version, so I'm going to click both. I think offering that to the customers is kind of nice, to offer a matte version and a satin version. Now you can offer larger sizes as well. So the other size I might offer is 12 by 16, and then if we want to offer super large, we could do up to 20 to 28. But I'm just going to keep it with these 2 sizes for now. So I'm going to update that, and that will change us to a vertical orientation. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to go to Kittl, and we are going to create our design here and use Kittl's new AI. They have their AI version 2 out now. So if you don't already have Kittl, you could try it out in the links below. Kittl is one of my favorite design softwares, and I've been using them for quite some time on this channel now. They have a new version of their Kittl AI that I have been playing around with recently, and I have absolutely fallen in love with. I want to go over some differences between the version 1 and version 2 today in this video, but this is the upgraded version. So with the new Kittl AI, there are so many added benefits to this upgraded version, such as that it provides high definition, detailed images when AI artwork is created that I'll show in this video and tutorial today. It also supports text in images, which is quite unheard of as far as AI currently. There is a specific logo generator on Kittl AI that you can create logos with the AI generation tool. And there is also a new superior ability to understand detailed prompts. We have the new aspect ratios and many new Kittl styles that, again, we have higher detail for those styles. So again, if you haven't tried Kittl already and you're looking to try it, if you're looking for an all-in-one print-on-demand friendly and digital commercial use friendly design software, Kittl is my #1 recommendation because it's very user-friendly. It is just all in all a great software for design. And you also get commercial use licenses and terms with using AI and also the design elements and capabilities that are already in Kittl. So it's more like a 2-in-1 or 3-in-1 software because you get to use AI prompts and you also get a commercial use friendly design software all in one using the Kittl software. So can't recommend enough, down in the links in the description below. So if we want to use the 8.3 by 11.7, I'm going to go to a new project in Kittl. And then what I'm going to do next is I am going to change my unit to inches, and I am going to put in the 8.3 by 11.7. I always say that like I'm going to remember that, and I never remember it. So 8.3 by 11.7, and we want our DPI to be 300. So I am going to create here. So now that we have our project, so we have it in our poster orientation. So what's really neat with Kittl AI, that's a super exciting feature, is that in the second version of the Kittl AI, they have new aspect ratios, which actually comes really into play for this design that we're creating today. So the first aspect ratio is 1:1, the second 16:9, and the third is 9:16, which is the orientation we're going to want for our wildflowers that I want to create today. So in my prompt, for what I'm seeing on Etsy that's really trending well is the burr flowers, and specifically the personalization burr flower wall art. Now, what I would personally do with this is I would think of maybe a certain month. So I'm gonna search up maybe May burr flower. The May burr flower is lily of the valley and hawthorn. So also, please don't judge me that I am very ignorant to the burr flowers. So we even have this chart here that just shows all the burr flowers. So January carnation, February violet, March daffodil, May is lily of the valley. So today I'm probably going to do a May burr flower print and wall art. So I'm going to type into the prompt, create a lily of the valley burr flower watercolor line art. So we will give it a moment here to generate, and I'm also going to take a quick coffee break. Also, type in the chat, what is your favorite type of coffee if you are still watching this video while we're waiting. So we now have our lily of the valley line art, and wow, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Now I know those watching, you may be like, Heather, there's a box in this. What do we do with the box? So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the AI background remover, which is going to take out that box that we see. So now we have that box taken out, and oh my goodness, this is just so like vintage feeling. This is so just Beautiful. Oh my goodness. I can't get over how like vintage and pretty this is. So some things to note is you can switch between the version 2.0 of the Kittle AI or the version 1. So we can switch if we would like, but I do like the version 2 better right now because it has a more advanced prompt creation guide. And on top of that, we do also have a aspect ratio, so we can get this filling vertically and the graphic that we want to be a vertical graphic. Now, there is so many different image styles as well we can choose from with the Kittle AI. So let's say you want to make this into a clip art, you can. So the image styles that you have to choose between is psychedelic, you can do synthwave, you can do anime, you can do photography, you can do digital art. As we did today, we did the watercolor. There is also different prompts as far as putting in t-shirt graphic and cartoon or mascot or detailed drawing, watercolor, kawaii icon. And then if you want to create vector art, you can as well. So you can do vector art, you can do cartoon, you can do vintage drawing, silhouette, emblem, line art, and then anime vector. So even if we did, instead of adding in watercolor, I could just do Lily of the Valley line art. So I'm just going to generate this image to show you maybe the difference between the two. Wow, that is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. So you can just do line art too. So instead of just the vintage watercolor, if you want to create just the line art, we can do the AI background remover and get that background removed off of this, and then we can just add in that. So we have the option to do either. For this video, I'm just going to do this flower specifically, but I think the other one is beautiful as well. I think that just Kittle's new upgrade to the V2 is just so beautiful, in doing the line art versus the watercolor. There's just such a difference, and both create just beautiful artwork that we can use in our designs that we're creating for print on demand or digital businesses. So this vectorized looks so cool. And what's really awesome about vectorization is we can make it completely transparent by doing that, instead of keeping that white. So then if we change the background color, we can change it to whatever shade we want. We could do like a more kind of like beige toned design, or we can go to our project colors and change the color palettes to whatever color we would like, especially if we have more colors in here. So if I brought this back to like, maybe we can do a light gray, and then if I change the colors, this would change as we go down our color palette. So that's always an option too, of playing around with the colors, especially with this beautiful line art. But I am going to go back to just the transparent shade. And then that is basically it for what we can do with that. So what's really cool, I'm actually liking this a little bit more now that I've been playing around with the colors, but I'm gonna make this more of like a beige tone. I think that would be really, really pretty. And then with that, I'm going to add in just the Lily of the Valley. I think that the labeling of the flowers just looks really pretty and really beautiful. And this is a way we can make this into a not personalization piece. So we can sell this as is, and we can just use SEO that's going to target the burr flower niche, which I think is really, really beautiful to do. So with all of the fonts on Kittle, there are so many very beautiful fonts to use. One of my main reasons I love Kittle is just because there's so many cute fonts and so many just aesthetically pleasing fonts. They're very vintage-esque or retro, and I feel like that's a very big trend we're seeing right now. So I'm just going to look at a lot of these fonts and pick one that I think is going to look the best here. So we're just going to take a moment and look around. So I'm pretty happy with what I have now with the Lily of the Valley. I think this is just so beautiful. I like love how vintage the feeling is, and I love this so much. I'm actually really happy I went with the doodle line art. So now that we have our burr flower and we have our doodle line art, what I'm going to do is I am going to download for digital use. I'm going to optimize quality. We have our setting at 300 DPI, which is going to give us a very beautiful resolution that's going to print very clear for our customers. I am also going to label this because I never label my projects. So we are going to put May Lily of the Valley. Since we are going to sell this as a digital and print on demand listing, what I want to do is I do want to save this without the background being a beige tone. I think the beige tone is really beautiful for the print on demand side, but if someone prints this at home, I think black and white is going to print a little bit better for them. Sometimes the color can also print a little bit funny as well. I'm just going to download as a PNG. So I am just going to upload that one with just black and white here. So now that we have this already done, and wow, oh my goodness, I can't get over how beautiful this is. This looks so beautiful in the mock-up images. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the 12 by 16 as well to see if that is scaled correctly. It is scaled correctly, and oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. I'm going to sign in here. Okay, wow. This is stunning. I can't get over how beautiful this is. I'm going to publish this, and then we are going to make this also a digital product. So if someone wants to buy this for print on demand, they can, and we can also make this easily a digital product too, which will be really easy to do in just a few moments after this publishes. Okay, so as far as SEO goes for this listing, instead of posters with wooden frame, the SEO that I would like to put in here is targeting, first of all, wall art. We do want to go into the print category, even though this listing specifically isn't going to be a print, but we also want this to target gifts. We want to target decor. And what I'm seeing is a trend of the grandmother garden, which is personalized for a grandmother who maybe has a grandchild that was born in May. So the title that I've written is May Lily of the Valley Burr Flower Wall Art, light wood frame poster print, gift for birthday, grandmother garden personalized nursery. So I'm tying in nursery decor, I'm tying in a gift for grandmother, targeting also personalization. So you can add personalization to this listing if you would like. That is something I would encourage to people because you can swap out the Lily of the Valley for personalization, and that can always be a variation listing. So what you can do with variation listings that I suggest a lot on this channel is creating a second listing, duplicating this listing, and just changing the main mock-up image to maybe we can put a name underneath as an example. As we go down here, everything else is pretty much filled in for us through Printify. What I'm going to add in for the tags is I am going to put in maybe nursery decor. I will put in personalized print. I'm going to also take a peek at the burr flower prints, and I'm actually going to look at just burr flower wall art. So a lot of the SEO I'm seeing is gift for mom, burr flower gift, flower bouquet. We have grandma's garden, what we used in our title. So I'm going to go along those lines. I'll put grandma's garden. We'll put burr flower and then bouquet, if that works and that fits. So when we're filling out our tags, we do want to use all 13 tags and as many characters per tag that we can. So what I will also write is gift for mom. I'll put grandchild. I'm going to also put wall art canvas to make sure we have a product descriptor in our SEO. And then I will also put custom wooden frame. I will put light wood because that's what we have for this product. Light wood artwork. I will also add in granddaughter gift Yes, I am repeating gift. I say this in a lot of videos to not repeat certain keywords, but for this, I'm just adding in gift just in case. Maybe grandson personalization. That is not going to fit. Grandson, we'll just add grandson birthday. And then we have grandma's garden. We will put in grandmother and then mother, just to hit those SEO as well. I'm going to look for some more inspiration here. We have birth flower, birth month. We do want to add in May. So May birth flower. We already have birth flower. So I'll put May lily of the valley, and that does not fit. So let's see what we can kind of remove here. So maybe I'll put lily of valley. We're just going to take out the because I think lily and valley will possibly rank a little bit better for us. But besides that, that's it for this listing. As far as pricing goes, I am going to edit the pricing a little bit too here. So I am going to take this one down to $29.99, and then I will take these down to $39.99. And then I am going to fix the thumbnail so we have it a little bit more zoomed in. I definitely want to make sure that when someone's scrolling, they can see that this is in their face and it's centered and they know what the product is. We do not want to get scrolled past on Etsy just because they can't read what it says or they don't see it as much in their face. And that is our final listing, which is our wall art piece. Now there is a way to make this into a digital product. The way that you can create this into a digital product is you can click on copy in the listing section. And then what we can do is if we scroll to the bottom, we can, first of all, we'll have to fix this listing. So the variations are going to be much different, but I will change this into a digital listing. In the detail section, the way to change this to a digital product is clicking on core details. We'll do digital files, and I'm going to apply this here. We're going to put yes, apply. And then we are going to change the category to digital prints. And then after that, we're going to keep the tags pretty much the same. The only thing that we're going to do is you do want to add in different print variations if you would like for this print. You can just keep it at the 8.3 by 11.7 and sell that as is and just make that clear that this is one size. Or you can offer multiple sizes. For me personally, and for the purpose of this video, for this digital print, I am only going to upload that one size and that PNG that we downloaded earlier. And then the price for this is going to be just $9.99. So if you wanted to add in a personalization, then you could put enter name in maximum of 12 characters. And then we can make this personalization optional for the buyer. So I'm going to publish this, but then I am going to upload that file. So when we're making this a digital file, we do want to make it so it was made recently, 20 to 2024. And then we are going to upload this product in the digital file area. So we are going to upload that. I just changed the name just so it wasn't giving us any problems on Etsy. So we have the item now in digital format. So I am going to just have a description. So I'm going to put okay, so now I have that in. I will add this again here and we are going to publish. So now we have this in a digital listing and also an actual print on demand listing. So as you guys can see, you can create a variation with the digital listing. So if you want to go into the digital market, that is how you would do it. And then also if you want a print on demand listing, you can have it as a print on demand listing as well. So I have seen sellers who also add in another additional SKU for just the digital product itself. So you can do this, but you generally have to send a link to the customer once they purchase, just stating, hey, here is your digital item. A lot of the times, if it's personalized, this makes it a little bit easier because you can just send them the link to download in a day or so. But if you're selling a design as is, this can become a not passive approach because you do have to send that separately whenever you get a purchase on this type of print. So that's just something to think about as well. So that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully this helped in creating your first wall art, especially with AI and the new capabilities with the Kittle AI version 2, which is super exciting. Again, you can get the software down in the links in the description below. Besides that, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video here.